third is the third baseman, number 15, Vincent.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to this special presentation of American Legion Baseball from the Coach K Classic at Harry and David Field in Medford between the host Medford Mustangs and the visiting Humboldt Eagles. Final day of the tournament. A little late start this morning as the first game of the day that started at 8 o'clock. Imagine trying to get a bunch of teenage guys up for an 8 o'clock game. Well, Fairfield and Reno went to extra innings. The Expos ended up taking the 3-2 decision. We'll have the Eagles and the Mustangs going at it here in just a few moments. Needed a little bit of time to get the field prepared for today's game. And then coming up at 1 o'clock, the final game of the tournament between Idaho Falls and the Roseburg Dock Stewarts. So a lot of good baseball in store here today. And looking at the weather conditions for today, it's going to be another hot one and perhaps probably the hottest day we've had so far. Moments away from first pitch, it's 83 degrees in Medford. The predicted high, 104 degrees. I'll have to check out over here. We have the Rogue Weather Page guy here up here in the booth today at Harry and David. Check in with him, and it's not official till he says it is, but it looks like, yeah, we're definitely going to go pretty decently into triple digits, and at least to my recollection, the warmest day we've had so far this year. Well, it would have been nice to have played that 1 o'clock game. I think, given the conditions today, neither one of these teams are complaining about playing in 80-degree weather rather than in the heat of the day. The Mustangs come in at 13-3. They're riding an 8-game winning streak until they ran into the buzzsaw known as the Idaho Falls Bandits. Bandits capitalized on some fielding woes, and they stole a page out of Medford's book by scoring 4 runs in the first inning. Medford managed to pull even at 4 apiece, then 1 run in the 5th put the Bandits back on top, and then they erupted for 5 more in the 6th as the Mustangs ended up giving way. So the Mustangs coming in with a loss to Idaho Falls, looking to try to get another winning streak going, but this Humboldt team coming in off a victory yesterday against Fairfield, a game in which Ayala, the starting pitcher, surrendered just 1 hit, 2 runs, and only one of those runs were earned. And then he also put on display some good hitting yesterday for the Eagles. So the Eagles coming in with a nice victory yesterday. Good pitching, also some good fielding as well, and timely hitting, culminating in the victory for Humboldt. So this is going to be a good matchup. We've seen some really good baseball here over the course of the last few days. Seen some really top-quality teams in this 10-team tournament, named after the longtime manager of the Medford Mustangs, Sandy Kensinger. Kensinger, 20 years at the Mustang helm, ended up managing 997 games. A lot of baseball, but anybody who knew the man knew well that he loved working with kids and he loved teaching the game of baseball. And now one of his charges, Nate Maben, 2000 graduate of North Medford High School, been at the helm of the program for close to the last decade. And what we'll do right now, we'll take a quick timeout. When we return, we'll have the starting lineups for you. It's the Eagles and the Mustangs coming up right here on TableRockSports.net.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris will always be there.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Moments away from first pitch of today's ball game. First of all, let's check out the batting order for the Humboldt Eagles under the direction of Matt Tomlin. Leading off and playing shortstop will be number 27, Jared Dixon. He'll be followed in the batting order by Daniel Osborne, playing center field today. Batting third and playing third will be Vincent Agliolo. The cleanup man, the designated hitter, Cole Ayala. Hitting fifth, following him, will be the right fielder, Parker Rogers. Hitting sixth and playing first base, Mason Nichols. He'll be followed by the second baseman, Matt Letter. Catching will be Rylan Lamori. And then in the number 9 spot, playing left field will be Reagan Nyberg. Pitching today will be Matt Pesch. Defensively for the Medford Mustangs, they'll come out with Tanner Douglas at first base. Playing second, Johnny King. Over at third, Jace Miller. And playing shortstop will be Cameron Sewell. The Mustangs outfield from left to right. Tristan Wallace coming out from behind the plate to roam the pastures today. Over in center will be Cody Boragine, and then in right field is Caleb Long behind the plate after a couple of turns at DH, Jeremiah Robbins. And coming out and pitching today, the right-hander from Phoenix High School, Julius Bolstad. We've seen a little bit of him in relief during the course of the tournament. One of the great things about this Mustang Ball Club, excellent pitching depth.
Number 27.
Here we go.
Dixon.
Dixon stands in. We're glad to be here. Glad you could join us for today's action. Dixon looks at that one. Ball is the call as the count goes 1-0. Now one over from Bolstad to even things up. Got a chance to chat with him a little bit yesterday during the Fairfield and Humboldt game. He was our scoreboard operator. A couple of our regulars up here in the booth had other commitments, places to be yesterday. I got to spend a little bit of time with some of the Mustang guys. Contact, line drive. Miller has trouble with it. And Dixon gets aboard with the infield hit. Eagles
Center fielder, number 16.
with their first runner of the
Daniel
ball game.
Osborne.
That'll bring up Daniel Osborne, center fielder. So Dixon following up a good performance yesterday, and runner goes. But he'll head on back over to first base. Strike one. Dixon yesterday scored 2 runs on a single to right and then a bases on balls. 2 for 4 yesterday. Osborne scored a run against Fairfield after being hit by a pitch. He'll show bunt. That one foul. Pitchers count down with 0-2. Courtesy call over to first. Osborne, the hitter, on deck. Agliolo. Called strike 3. Bolstead.
Third baseman,
The backwards
number
K.
15, Vincent Agliolo.
Agliolo, the hitter. Robbins doing a nice job there of keeping the ball in front of him. Throw back over. Volstad will even it up. Bouncing ball. Bolstead play to first. 2 down.
Designated hitter.
Play
number
goes
17,
1-3.
Cole Ayala.
Cole Ayala, winning pitcher yesterday for the Eagles. Ended up throwing about 103 pitches yesterday. Letter came on in relief to pick up the save. At the plate, Ayala with a nice big extra base bash to second base and later came around and scored. Yanks that one foul. Coach Tomlin tells me, in addition to being a good pitcher, we saw what he can do at the bat, but he is also a very good catcher. But after throwing 103 pitches yesterday, he'll be the designated hitter today. Ball hit foul out of play. On that ground out, Dixon moved into scoring position down at second base. Count 1-2. He goes to the plate. throw down to first base. And that'll do it for the Eagles in the top of the first. For Humboldt, no runs, 1 hit, no Mustang errors. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with the home half of the first right after these messages.
See it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris will always be there.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is MotorTrend's back-to-back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Let's take a look at the batting order for the Medford Mustangs under the direction of Coach Nate Maben. Leading off and playing center field, Cody Boragine. He'll be followed in the order by the shortstop, Cameron Sewell. Hitting third, the first baseman, Tanner Douglas. In the cleanup spot is the third baseman, Jace Miller. He'll be followed in the order by Tristan Wallace, who's playing left field today. Behind the plate is the catcher, Jeremiah Robbins. Number 7 hitter is the designated hitter, Owen Thompson. He'll be followed by Caleb Long playing right field. And in the number 9 spot, the second baseman, Johnny King.
Leading up for your Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs center fielder, number 14, Cody Boragine.
Cody Boragine, center fielder, stands in. Let's move that out of the way there for you. Ethan Pesh on the mound from Eureka High School. Now matriculating at Folsom Lake Junior College. Next pitch, hit in the air to shallow left field. That'll fall in. Boragine kicks it into high gear. Motors into second with a double.
Shortstop, number 16, Cameron Sewell.
So one hitter. All right, Cameron Sewell. He'll foul away the offering by Pesh. Pesh comes to the plate. That one in the dirt. But the catcher, Lamori, doing a good job of keeping it in front of him. Count even up at 1-1. Sewell with a productive tournament. Looks at that one inside. Also had a good turn on the mound against Chico on Thursday. He pitched 6 1/3, scattered 5 hits. Gave up just a run and struck out 7. Ball popped up on the infield.
First baseman, number 29.
Agliolo there to make the play.
Douglas.
And there's one down. Tanner Douglas, big first baseman, standing in. Pitch outside. Count goes 1-0 to the lefty hitter. That one goes back to the screen, and up the third is Cody Boragi. Count goes 2-0 with some good contact. Mustangs working on their first run of the game. That one catches the corner as the count goes 2-1. Swing and a miss. That'll even up the count. Douglas with a big cut. On deck hitter is Jace Miller. Pesh out of the stretch, comes to the plate, pitch outside. Ground ball up the middle. Throws it on the bounce to first base. The throw is in time. But the run comes home as the Mustangs get on the board.
Jace Miller.
So the play goes 4-3 with the RBI for Mr. Douglas. 2 down now. Empty bases now for Jace Miller. Like Douglas, a recent graduate of South Medford High School. Count level there at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Page ahead in the count, 1-2. Looked like he tried to get Miller reaching, working it to the outside of the right-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Pesh finishes off the inning, but not before the Mustangs pick up a run. They lead 1-0. We'll be back with the top of the second right after this.
Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
As you can see on your John L. Scott Lithia Dodge scoreboard, thus far in the young game, the Mustangs with one run on one hit. The Eagles haven't scored yet, but do have a hit. Bolstat opens up with a strike, gets ahead of the hitter as the count goes 0-1. Parker Rogers, the hitter, yesterday played first base, out in right field today. Number 5 hitter in the order. He'll be followed by Nichols and Letter. Bouncing ball up the middle. That'll lead up King. Rolls into right field. E4 on the play. So leadoff man is aboard.
Number 33, Mason Nichols.
Mason Nichols, he's playing first base today. Was over at third yesterday. First pitch, fouled off for a strike. Just about 3 or 4 steps off the bag at first. Douglas holding him on. Ordinarily a very good defensive team, the Medford Mustangs, but unfortunately last night had some trouble in the field, committing 3 errors in the ball game. And then today, you figure these guys have played a lot of baseball in the last few days, and perhaps a little bit of fatigue setting in. You know King, ordinarily, he makes that play without any trouble at all. 1-2 the count. Ball hit in the air to center field, shallow. Borgin can't get there. And Nichols second hit of the ball game for the
second baseman
Eagles.
Number 5,
Rogers now down in scoring position and nobody out. Matt Letter playing second base will stand in, right-handed hitter. Took a turn in relief of Ayala yesterday and picked up the save. Looks at a ball there. Count level up at 1-1. Looks like he'll be swinging away here. Bolstat fires it in and gets ahead in the count. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Volstadt needed that one.
Catcher, number 36.
And for Julius, that
Ryan
is his
Lamore.
second strikeout of the game. Rylan Lamore, playing catcher today, stands in. Throw over to first. That one gets away from Douglas. Volstadt charged with the error. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Potential go-ahead run at second. Pitch outside. Lamore gets ahead. Lamore flew out 3 times unofficially by our count yesterday. Ground ball to shortstop. Throw across the infield in time, and the run scores. So Lamore grounds
Left
out,
fielder, number 10.
but brings the run home.
Nyberg.
So Rogers comes home. After getting aboard on the error. And with 2 gone, fly ball to center field. Trouble there, but they get him at second. So Nyberg hits it. Now I think the question is whether the run scores, and I believe that they will say that he did. But what we'll do right now is we'll take a quick break. Yeah, the run does score. Humboldt takes a 2-1 lead now. And we'll be back with more baseball action, the bottom of the second, right after these messages.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
The left fielder, number 25.
After some trouble for the Mustangs out in the field in the second inning, they fall behind 2-1, and here to try to do something about it is the left fielder Tristan Wallace. Wallace hits that one into the air to left field. Hangs up for what seems like forever and a day. There to make the play is Rylan Nyberg, Reagan Nyberg, that is, and we got one down.
Jeremiah Robbins.
Robbins waits on that one as he gets ahead. Next pitch by Pesh off the plate. On deck man is Owen Thompson. Three and 0. And on 4 straight, Robbins gets aboard. For Petch, that will be his first walk of the game. With Owen Thompson, the hitter. Playing DH today. Winning pitcher in Friday night's game against the Salem Lithnell Dodgers. Pitch goes to the screen. And moving up is Tristan Wallace. So now potential tying run down at second base. And a note, actually, that's not Wallace out there. Had a courtesy runner in the ball game. Colton Morgan in there. Pitch outside. Lamori doing a good job of keeping it in front of him. 2-0 the count right now to Thompson. First base open. Count 3-0. Morgan with a decent lead off of second base. And joining him on the base paths is Owen Thompson.
Number 18,
so
Caleb
2 consecutive walks. After Wallace flight out, Robbins got aboard on a walk, and Morgan's in running for him now. Caleb Long, the hitter, came into this week the team leader in on-base percentage. Ground ball up the middle. Get the runner at second, down to first. Ball gets away, but throw to the plate and he's out. So a pitcher's best friend, a double play in somewhat unconventional fashion. The Mustangs get a couple of runners on walks, but aren't able to push anything across. We'll take a quick timeout on the other side of this break. We'll bring you the top of the third. The Mustangs and the Eagles on TableRockSports.net.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Memorial Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During the Memorial Day sales event, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back here at Harry and David Field, go to the top of the third. Humboldt
Shortstop, number 27.
up by one,
Jared
looking to extend the
Dixon.
lead. They go back to the top of the order to the shortstop. Jared Dixon out of Del Norte High School. Gets hit by the pitch. Leadoff man on.
Center fielder.
Second
number
time on
16,
base now today for
Daniel
Dixon, who singled in the
Osborne.
first. Osborne lays down the bunt. Play down to first. And the sacrifice by Osborne successful. One down and the runner at second.
Third baseman, number 15, Vincent Agliolo.
Vincent Agliolo out of Arcata High School comes up to hit. Pitch by Bolstad outside. Robbins pounces on it. Count goes 1-0. Fouled off as the count goes even. Bolstad on the hill, the big right-handed pitcher, sporting a mullet there. I remember back in the day when I could grow one of those. These days, now the wife says, no, you don't. Count level up at 1-1. Two and one the count to Agliolo, the hitter. Ground ball gets underneath the glove of Miller. That'll go out to left field for a base hit. Coming around and scoring, Jared Dixon. And it's a 3-1 ball game.
Designated hitter, number 17, Cole Ayala.
So Vincent Agliolo with the fourth hit of the ball game. Ayala, the hitter. Hit a wicked drive that went for a double yesterday against Fairfield, and he ended up scoring later on it. Next pitch fouled off to the right. Ayala looks ahead at that one, looks that one in, gets ahead in the count, 2-1. Runner at first with one down. Bolstad over to first. Agliolo getting his uniform a little dirty there. Fouled off to even up the count. Ian the first, Ayala, strikeout victim against Bullstat. Pitch off the plate, the runner goes. And he dives into second with the stolen base. Count now full. Ball hit over toward the berm. Ayala stays alive. Bullstat. Ground ball up the middle. King looks it in, throws it over to Douglas at first. And there's two gone.
Right fielder, number 9, Parker.
Agliolo
Rogers.
moves up to third base now. After the Ayala ground out, and this will bring up Rogers. Rogers reached on an error his first time up and came around and scored later. So the Eagles here gained a little bit of separation and looking for more. Swing and a miss. One and one count to Rogers. That one goes for a strike as the count goes 1-2. Bouncing ball to second. King fields it, throws to Douglas at first. And that will do it for the Eagles, but not before they pick up another run and lead in this ball game 3-1. Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be back in 60 seconds right here.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Back here at Harry David Field, where the Medford Rogues do their thing for summer wood bat baseball action. They're in the midst of a little stretch of time off, providing opportunity for the Coach K Classic, final day of the tournament. We've got the Roseburg Doc Stewarts coming up at 1 o'clock to take on Idaho Falls.
Number 1, Johnny King.
Johnny King making his first plate appearance of the ball game. Playing second base today. We've seen a good deal of him as a courtesy runner throughout the tournament. We're just about 24 minutes before the hour of 12 o'clock. The mercury continuing to climb as we work our way up to 87 degrees. And King, infield hit. Second safety of the game for the Mustangs. They get their leadoff man aboard.
Center fielder, number 14, Cody Boragine.
And we'll go around to the top of the order to Cody Boragine, who doubled his first time up today. Boragine shows bunt. Lets it go by as he gets ahead, 1-0. Got that wide and open stance. Runner goes, but as Boragine fouls it off, he'll stroll back to the bag. Boragine pounds that one into the ground. Runner on first is King. Boragine at the plate. On deck hitter is Cameron Sewell. Out of the stretch, ball hit in the air. That lands fair. King now in scoring position as Boragine goes the other way for the base hit. Here's Cameron Sewell. Popped up his first at bat. Shows bunt. And on that play, the runners move up. So now we have men on second and third. Boragine representing the tying run down at second. Ball hit in the air. One down. Reeling in the pop-up.
First baseman.
Agliolo.
Number 29, Tanner Douglas.
And that'll bring to the plate Tanner Douglas. He grounded out his first time up, but it brought a run home. And he'll yank a fair ball down into the right field corner. One run comes home. King, and then two runs are in as Boragine comes home. Tanner Douglas knots up the game at 3 each. Pulling that one down into the right field corner.
Chase Miller.
So Douglas now has driven in all three of the Mustang runs. Miller swings through that one. Miller striking out his first at-bat. The cleanup hitter with Wallace on deck. Swing and a miss. One down in the inning. And the count now at 0-2. Like to get some contact here, at least maybe move the runner up if nothing else. That one fouled back as Miller stays alive. Bouncing ball up the middle. Throw to first is in time. Play goes 6-3. But Douglas moving up to third. So 2 down. Potential go-ahead run over at third. Tristan Wallace, who hit a fly ball to left field in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Douglas comes around. Let's get that scoreboard updated now with 1-0 count. Wallace fouls it off, and that'll make the count go to 1-1. So big inning for the Mustangs, who get ahead in the ball game 4-3. Second game of the day here at the Coach K Classic at Harry and David Field. Also a pair of games going on at Jim McAbee Field over at North Medford. Ground ball hit to the hole, throw from deep, and they get him. Showing off the good arm there is Dixon. That'll do it for the Mustangs, but not before they pick up 3 runs and take the 4-3 lead. Stick around. We'll be right back with more American Legion baseball action here on TableRockSports.net.
365 is here to fuel all of your daily adventures. You'll find just what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken. Wherever your next adventure takes you, from the mountains to the coast. And our Peak Rewards app is here to help you save money on fuel. Save at least 16 cents a gallon so you can travel further on your adventures for less. Daily adventures are just better with Pinnacle 365.
Back here at Harry and David Field, we're going to the top of the 4th. Coming up after this game, the Roseburg Dock Stewarts against Idaho Falls. Idaho Falls, one of those teams, the Bandits, that are perennial contenders for World Series championships in the American Legion ranks. And of course, Roseburg out here, out of Southern Oregon. Should be a nice matchup, and Just chatting real quickly with Joey Kieran, who does the play-by-play for the Dock Stewards. As Mason Nichols comes to the plate. Singled his first at-bat of the day. Nichols playing first base today. Swing and a miss. Bolstad brings some heat and takes the count to 0-2. Nichols played over at the other infield corner yesterday. That one fouled off. Count remains at 0-2. Mason Nichols out of Arcata High School and one of 4 players on the Eagle roster who are at Redwood Junior College. Bouncing ball to short. Sewell throws to first, and the throw is in time. 1 down.
Second baseman, number 5, Matt.
So for you practitioners of the lost art of keeping score at home, the play goes 6-3, and that'll bring up Matt Letter. That one in tight as Letter gets ahead. Matt struck out his first appearance today. And he's ahead here at 2-0. Swing and a miss, and the count goes 2-1. $18 players on this Eagle roster. Bouncing ball up the middle. It gets through, base hit. So with 1 out.
Catcher, number 36,
A
Ryan
runner aboard.
Lamori.
And that'll bring up the catcher, number 8 hitter in the order, Rylan Lamori. He shows bunt, throw down to second on the bounce, and that one gets away. And let her down to second. Strike there. Bolstad getting ahead. Letter, the runner at second. Swing and a miss. Dropped it. He throws down to first and gets the out there. 2 gone. Reagan Nyberg.
Left fielder, number 10, Reagan Nyberg.
He singled his first time up this morning. And he has the possible tying run down at second. Reagan swings and misses on that first one. Bolstad out of the stretch, comes to the plate, bouncing ball to short. Kind of in between hop, and that ate up Sewell. Coming around and scoring will be Matt Letter. And once again, the game is tied.
Shortstop, number 27, Jared Dixon.
So error against the Mustangs. Throw down to second on the steal. So with that last play, the Mustangs with their third defensive miscue of the day. Ball hit in the air to center field. They're awaiting it, reeling it in. Cody Boragine. And for the Eagles, they tie up the game at 4s. We'll be right back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Go to the home half of the fourth inning. Jeremiah Robbins, catcher out of North Medford High School.
Bottom of the fourth inning for your Lithia Dodge Medford Mustangs.
Who will walk his first time up.
Catcher, number 8, Jeremiah Robbins.
Pesh continues on the hill. Number 12 on the mound for Matt Tomlin and the Eagles. Robbins. It's that one hard, bounces to the fence. And Robbins is in at second. Jeremiah Robbins with the leadoff double. Fifth hit of the day.
Number 6, Colton Morgan. At the plate, designated hitter, number 20, Owen
Now we have
Thompson.
Morgan on as the designated, as the courtesy runner. Thompson, the DH, to the plate. Pesh will get ahead of him. Ethan able to catch the corner there on the outside as the count goes 0-2. Pesh trying to get Thompson to reach there. He looks that one in. See the umbrellas out now as it continues to heat up. Little line drive just over the outstretched glove of the Eagles shortstop. Thompson drops it in for a base hit. And that'll give us runners at the corners and nobody out.
Right fielder, number 18, Caleb Long.
So Morgan running for Robbins over at third. Thompson down at first. And here's the right fielder, Caleb Long. Pesh with another first pitch strike. He'll show bunt, puts it down the line. It bounced out and then in. And the play worked. Good work there at the bat by Caleb Long. So he's on first.
Johnny King.
Morgan comes home to score, running for Robbins. And it's a 5-4 ball game. Comebacker, Pesh throws down to first. Throw is in time, and the runners move up.
Center fielder, number 14, Cody Borgi.
So 1-3 the play goes. Thompson at third, Long at second. One down. And here is the number one hitter in the Mustang lineup, Cody Borgi. Cody 1 for 2 on the day. Actually 2 for 2 on the day. Doubled and went the opposite way for a single in his second at-bat. Ball goes back to the screen. Runner comes from third. So Thompson will score. And Caleb Long now at third base. Count 2-0 to Borgi, who wore number 11 last night. Ball hit in the air to center field. It's got depth on it. Tagging up and sliding home. Caleb Long. Make it 7-4. Saboragine with the sacrifice fly.
Cameron Sewell.
And here's Cameron Sewell. Popped up twice today. Came into the week hitting .341 on the season. Bouncing ball to first. Play goes 3-1 as Pesh steps on the bag. The Mustangs pick up 3 in the inning and now lead 7-4. We'll be back with the top of the 5th right after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
365 is here to fuel all of your daily adventures. You'll find just what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken. Wherever your next adventure takes you, from the mountains to the coast. And our Peak Rewards app is here to help you save money on fuel. Save at least 16 cents a gallon so you can travel further on your adventures for less. Daily adventures are just better with Pinnacle 365.
We're at high noon at Harry and David Field, and the Medford Mustangs, with 3 in the bottom of the fourth, end up taking the 3-run lead. Daniel Osborne will lead things off. He has struck out and sacrificed 0 for 1 on the day. And takes that pitch outside. Molstad, a right-hander out of Phoenix. Those 4 runs deceptive, unfortunately, for the Mustangs today. This ordinarily very reliable fielding team, once again, second game in a row where they've committed 3 errors. Osborne, bunt attempt, fouled back, takes it to 1-2. Swing and a miss. That'll do it for Osborne as he heads back to the Eagle dugout. For Bolstat, that is his 5th strikeout of the day.
Agliolo.
Agliolo, the hitter, 1 for 2 on the day. Playing the hot corner. Takes the pitch outside. Wallstad, you know things got to be warming up out there. Temperature currently 89 degrees. Just south of Medford. Count now level at 1-1. Ball hit in the air to right field. That one falls in. Motoring into second base with the stand-up double. Agliolo with 1 down.
Designated hitter, number 17, Cole Ayala.
Nice piece of hitting there, and that'll bring up Cole Ayala. Yesterday's winning pitcher, the DH today, 0 for 2. Ayala from Fortuna High School. The Humboldt American Legion program drawing from Arcata, Fortuna, Eureka High School, Butte Junior College, Folsom Lake Junior College. Also have a player from St. Bernard's. Bouncing ball up the middle, diving attempt by Sewell. Coming around and scoring is Agliolo. And we've got ourselves a 2-run game. Nate Maben comes to the hill and shakes the hand of Julius Bolstadt. Got a pitching change here, and while we take care of that, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back. It is the Mustangs 7 and the Eagles 5. We'll be right back after these messages.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Nate Maben making a call to the pen, and in relief, we've got Frankie Retigliano from North Medford High School. We see him play a lot of infield, a lot of time at short. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was earlier this week. We've seen a lot of baseball the last several days. But Retigliano, if memory serves me correctly, he started against Fairfield on Tuesday and had a really nice, solid outing. He'll come on in relief of Bolstad, who went 4 1/3 innings. Bolstad surrendering 7 hits on the day. He struck out 5.
Right fielder, number 9, Parker
And
Rogers.
Surrendered no walks. Here's Parker Rogers. Looks at his first pitch from Retigliano as the count goes 1-0. That one in under the hands. And catches the inside corner as the count goes even at 1-1. Now Retigliano going to the outside corner as he gets ahead 1-2. Pitch inside. By our count, we've got that at 2-2. Retigliano out of the stretch. Rogers fouls that back. Rogers got on an error in the second and scored the first run of the game for the Humboldt Eagles, and then he grounded out to second. His last trip to the plate. Strike 3, the call.
First
So
baseman,
2 gone now.
Number 33, Mason Nichols.
And that'll bring up Mason Nichols. Nichols, a single in the second. And a ground out. 1 for 2 on the young afternoon. Solid line drive to center field, but running in to make the catch, Cody Boragine. Eagles score a run in the inning. They're within 2. It's a 7-5 ball game. We'll be back with the home half of the 5th after these messages.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Harry and David Field, Jim McCoy here with you, along with Johnny McCoy on the camera. Tanner Douglas will lead off in the bottom of the 5th. Douglas
First baseman, number 29,
hit
Tanner
a
Douglas.
2-run double in his last trip to the plate. Has 3 RBIs on the day. 1 for 2, grounded out in his first at-bat of the afternoon. Douglas shows bunt, but looks that one in. The starting pitcher, Ethan Pesch, remains on the mound for Humboldt. Catches that inside corner at 1-1. Late start to this ball game, about a half hour late. After the game between Reno and Fairfield went into extra innings. One and 2 the count to the hitter, the Douglas. Pesch winds and fires, bouncing ball to second base. Throw over to first. 1 away.
Third baseman, number 3, Jace Miller.
That brings up the number 4 hitter in the Mustangs order, Jace Miller, playing third base. Struck out, grounded out. Strike on the outside corner as it goes 0-1. On deck, Tristan Wallace. Miller coming up aggressive here. Ball's behind 0-2. That one high and tight. Pounds the dust off the catcher's mitt of Lamori. That pounded foul as Miller stays alive. Pitch outside to even up the count. Bouncing ball. Pesch there. Lobs it to first. And there's 2 away.
Left fielder, number 25, Tristan
Wallace. 0 for 2 in this game. We see a lot of him behind the plate. He's out playing left field today. He's also a guy you can put at first. We saw a little bit of that with him at the Northwest Baseball Showcase last summer. He hit the ball to shallow center field. Running in, making the play, is Osborne. So the Mustangs go 3 up and 3 down. After 5 complete, Mustangs lead this one 7-5. And we'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Even a few days to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Memorial Day sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s or test drive a new 2022 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During the Memorial Day sales event, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Top of the 6th. Medford Mustangs leading the ball game 7-5.
Number 5, Matt Letter.
Retigliano, who threw 2/3 of an inning last go around, sticking around on the bump. Opens up with a strike to Letter, who singled and scored his last time up. Hits the ball in the air. Wallace there in center field has to come in. Has a little bit of trouble with it, but manages to reel it in. Adventures in the outfield, but Wallace
number 36,
looks it in for the catch.
Rylan Lamori.
That'll bring up Lamori. 0 for 2 on the day, but he does have an RBI to his credit. Bouncing ball to third, and Miller has it. Pumps, throws, and he's gone. Two down as we go 5-3 on the play. Reagan Nyberg. He's singled and got aboard on an error. That pitch outside. 1-0 the count. Coming up, 1 o'clock. Roseburg Doc Stewart's in action against the Idaho Falls Bandits. The Bandits, a team that put an end to the Mustangs' 8-game winning streak as Medford fell to 13-3 after last night's result. Nyberg staying alive there, fouling it back. Feel a little bit of that breeze blowing in, and definitely it is getting warmer. Retigliano records the K, and that will do it in the top of the 6th. It remains a 7-5 ball game. Stick around for more American Legion baseball action at the Coach K Classic here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Jeremiah Robbins getting set to lead off the bottom of the 6th.
Number 8, Jeremiah Robbins.
Robbins 1 for 1 on the day. He walked and then singled last time up and then came around to score. Robbins, even stance. Looks at a strike. Pesh, starting pitcher today, and he remains on the hill. That pitch outside. Pounded off to the left.
And then Candy's going down to 5A.
Two strikes on Robbins, leadoff hitter. He'll be followed by Thompson and Caleb Long. That pitch outside to run the count full at 3-2. Ball deep in the hole. That was going to be a tough play for the shortstop, Dixon. He had already had Robbins had it beat to first.
Runner at second base.
Dixon trying to make something happen there, ends up with the overthrow, so it'll be scored, a single and an error. And now we have a courtesy runner in for Robbins. Owen Thompson at the plate. Pitch goes outside. Count even at 1-1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs up by 2. Swing and a miss by Thompson. Pitch outside. Pesh looks over at the runner at second. Pitch outside. Pulled foul. Thompson staying alive here. First base open. Nobody down. With that error against the Eagles, that is their first defensive miscue of the day. Pitch outside, and down to first goes Owen Thompson. Timeout called. This may be about it for Pesh as he comes off the mound. So pitching change for the Humboldt Eagles. And we'll sort out the changes right after these messages. Mustangs lead 7-5.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Long scored his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Count even now at 1-1. Lays down the bunt. Throw to first. In time. The sacrifice successful. As Thompson goes to second. And the lead runner down to third.
Number 1, Johnny King.
Johnny King now the hitter. 1 for 2 on the day. 2 men in scoring position. It's the ball to shallow left field. The runner, and actually that is
center fielder,
number 12 there
number
for
14,
the Mustangs down at third. So 2 gone. Cody Boragine, his 4th at-bat of the day. 2 for 2 on the day. Double, single, and a sacrifice fly. It's a soft line drive that's reeled in at second. So Dixon on in relief gets his team out of the inning without any additional damage against the Eagles. It's a 7-5 ball game. One more opportunity coming up for the Eagles right after this.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Leading off the top of the 7th
To
inning
the top of the 7th we go.
for the Humboldt Eagles pitcher, number 27,
Jared Dixon, who came on in relief in the 6th, leads off the top of the 7th. For Medford, their next action coming up at the Reno tournament. They'll begin action on June 20, well, actually on July 1st, I should say, against Diablo Valley. Then on July 2nd, they'll be up against Yuba City. And also play the Reno Knights, a team that they saw on Thursday evening. Count 1 and 2. Dixon stays alive. 1 and 2 the count. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and hit by a pitch. He'll be followed the order by Osborne and Agliolo. That pitch inside. That was close. As the count goes level at 2 and 2. Retigliano on in relief of Bullstat. Pitch off target. Count goes full. 3 and 2. Ball hit in the air. Douglas taking a look at it as it goes out of play. Off to the berm just beyond the first base dugout. Payoff pitch. And drawing the walk is Dixon.
Catcher.
By our count, that is the first walk given up today.
Osborne.
There have been some hit batters. Osborne gets a piece of that. He struck out twice today and also laid down a sacrifice. Osborne in center field. Retigliano gets that on the outside corner as the count goes 0-2. Swing and a miss. And down goes Osborne. One down in the inning.
Shortstop, number 15, Vincent Agliolo.
Vincent Agliolo, last at bat, doubled and scored. Also has a single to his credit today. 2 for 3. Retigliano getting his Rembrandt on and painting the corner. Count 0-2, one down. Retigliano coming on in relief of Bolstad. Bolstad threw 4 1/3. So Retigliano with 2 innings to his credit thus far. As Agliolo fouls that one back. Ayala on deck. Rogers in the hole. Check swing. The appeal. And he went around and he's out. So 2 gone.
First baseman, number 17, Cole Ayala.
That'll bring up Cole Ayala. Retigliano living on that corner and gets ahead here. 0-1. Runner Dixon down at first. Goes inside with that one. In the dirt, but Robbins right on top of it. 2-1 the count. Ayala. Ahead in the count. Three and 1 with 2 gone. Bouncing ball to Miller. In between hop. The throw in time. And that will do it. The Medford Mustangs end up finishing off the Coach K Classic with a victory. They go to their record to 14-3 with a victory against the Humboldt Eagles. Well, we got another game coming up soon and want to make way here for Joey Kieran, who will be describing the action of the game between the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts as they take on the Idaho Falls Bandits. So we're going to just quickly recap it here.
The ball game's totals.
The final line on the day, the Mustangs, was 7 runs on 8 hits. They commit 3 errors. For Humboldt, they score 5 runs on 7 hits and commit 1 error. Julius Bolstadt ends up picking up the win for the Mustangs. Retigliano comes on for the save. And the losing pitcher, Ethan Pesh.
There were no home runs
for
in the ball game.
Johnny McCoy on the camera, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great afternoon.
Now 14-3 on the season. They end the Coach K Classic with a 4-1 record.